right under there. You won't be able to hide. This is a picture of my audience for the second speech for the persuasive speech. Autumn Hines, Terry Hines, and Vicki Hines. So I'm going to hand this over to Autumn, and we'll get started. This speech is about child hunger in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, child hunger, 1 in 4 children in Oklahoma experiences child hunger on a consistent basis. And what they mean by consistent, according to the USDA reports in 2011, low food security and very low food security are defined as, low food security is reports of reduced quality, variety, or desirability of diet, little or no indication of reduced food intake. And then for very low food security, reports of multiple indications of disrupted eating patterns and reduced food intake. So the first part of child hunger is contributed to the lack of quality nutritional food. They might have food, but it's not going to be the nutritional stuff that they need for their bodies to mature and grow and learn. And then very low food security is where they maybe the only time they get to eat is lunch at school, breakfast and lunch, since a lot of schools provide that. But when they go home, they may not have anything to eat until the next day when they get to school. Of course, this can be bad during the summer months or when school's out, because these kids don't even have the 2 sources of food. And the Community Action Project and the Tulsa Northeast Community Food Bank partner with Tulsa Public Schools and some of the other surrounding schools to do what's called the Backpack for Kids program. And this helps reduce that number of children that don't have something to eat. As you can see in this handout, that there are many reasons and statistics for child hunger. For households headed by an adult with less than a high school diploma, the prevalence of food insecurity among children was 6.5 times as high as for households headed by an adult with at least a 4-year college degree. Federal food and nutrition assistance programs, what we would normally term as food stamps or EBT or whatever, they provide benefits to 84% of low-income households with food-insecure children. Low-income households are those with incomes below 185% of the federal poverty level. Children in about 70% of low-income households with food-insecure children receive free or reduced price school menus or school meals in 2010-2011. About 42% of low-income households with food-insecure children receive SNAP or food stamps. And out of these, a lot of the kids, the kids that would be considered hungry, their parents work full-time jobs, but they may not have enough, the low-income households won't have enough money to pay the bills and buy food and everything that they need. And then again, food insecurity was higher for children whose parents had left the supplemental nutrition program, assistance program, or food stamps, because maybe they made a little bit too much money, so they no longer qualified for that. But some of the things that cause children to become food insecurities are where parents lose their job, family illness and the parent can't work, or maybe the parent has to take care of somebody, so that maybe the main breadwinner didn't get to work, and the economy. Because of the cutbacks on jobs and different things like that, because the economy is in a recession, then that limits the kids, the parents' money for food to feed the kids. Some of the effects of children that are hungry is their inability to concentrate and perform complex tasks. They have higher levels of anxiety, hyperactivity, irritability, and aggression. They develop physically and socially at a slower pace than their peers. And they can exhibit depression, aggression, anxiety, and poor social skills. And all of this is due to child hunger. One thing that we can do as adults who have more than we need is contribute to a local food bank or your church, local charity that supports these programs like Backpack for Kids, where kids are given a backpack on Friday, and it's got enough food in it to sustain them through the weekend, and it's food that the child can fix themselves, and nutritious snacks, so they will have something to eat from Friday evening when they leave school until they return to school on Monday. So if you want to do something that's worthwhile, contribute to your local food bank or your charity that supports these things. No child should ever go to bed hungry. No child should ever have to worry about when, where, or if they will receive their next meal. That kids need to be able to enjoy their childhood without these undue worries. And a lot of my information I got from the Northeast chapter of the Community Food Bank, and Child Hunger is another website, and then the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Thank you. Autumn, Zoom.